Being blessed with a sonorous radio voice, I assumed I could just get on stage, wing it, and I'd do fine. Fortunately, I met Laurie-Ann and got into her in-demand program before I discovered the hard way that I was wrong. Now I have a signature speech. I have a structure to build signature speeches, and my stunning good looks and sonorous voice will serve me very well as I give a coherent, well-structured, impactful speech instead of what I was going to wing left to my own devices. So thank you so much, Laurie-Ann, for teaching me what I did not know and keeping me out of trouble and making it so I can actually have the impact that I'm hoping to have by getting on stages.
Hey there. Are you ready to take the stage and your business to the next level? Because the doors to my in-demand signature speech program are officially open. Join now and you will get instant access to the program so you can start crafting your 3Cs presentation, a talk that is captivating, compelling, and most importantly, converting. Imagine an audience that's raving about you, remembering you, and referring you long after you step off the stage. That is the power of a signature speech, and this program will help you create one that you are proud to deliver. If you want a sneak peek at what's inside the program, check out the show notes for a past episode where I pulled back the curtain and gave you a behind-the-scenes look. Your audience is waiting. Let's make your story the one that they will never forget. I'll see you inside. The day I said yes to my first public speaking event, I had no idea what I was actually getting myself into. Learning public speaking skills has taught me so much. I would actually consider public speaking to be a high performance training. And I want to share with you 7 things that I have learned from learning public speaking skills. My name is Laurie-Ann, and I am the host of the Be in Demand podcast. So if you are a coach, a consultant, or a service provider who is looking to leverage public speaking events, 1, you're in the right place. 2, it is one of the best forms of marketing because it positions you as the expert, puts you in front of people who are already interested in your topic, in what you are speaking about. And why not monetize your expertise? The biggest problem that I help my clients with is how to get visible and seen by the right people. And that is one of the hugest benefits of public speaking. But here are those 7 skills that I have learned because I said yes to public speaking skills. 1, courage. It takes a lot of courage to stand up and be that one person in the front of the room when everybody else is sitting down. And especially since public speaking is the number 1 fear of people. People would rather be dead and in the coffin than actually giving a speech. So that says something. Number 2 is the belief that I can do hard things. Whenever you're learning something new, it's hard. You are consciously aware of what you're not doing well, of just being mentally aware of everything that you are doing. But as time goes on and you are learning any new skill, it becomes easier and easier and easier. As a matter of fact, think back to the time when you first started learning how to drive a car. 2 hands on the wheel. You're focused on the road, going through the mental checklist of all the things that you need to do. Number 3 is confidence. And confidence comes from experience. The very first time that I spoke, and the first 24 times that I spoke, I was not very confident because I hadn't really settled into who am I as a speaker? What is it that I really want to speak on and get known for? And as my speaking career has evolved, so has my speaking topics. And today, I have gone from actually leadership and corporate engagement. That is what I was known for. I've written books on the topic. I spoke in private events within corporations, speaking at association meetings, and then took a pivot into the online world where I now help coaches and consultants and service providers. And as of lately, some corporate people have been hiring me to help them with their presentations because they're getting passed over for promotions because of their speaking skills. 4th one is to be able to articulate my thoughts. Learning how to articulate your thoughts in a thoughtful manner is something that I do before I give any presentation. And it is something that you will learn how to do. Like the more that you do this skill, the easier it gets. I teach in my program, In Demand Signature Speech. It's an 8-week program where I teach people all the different components to actually crafting a beautiful speech. And the more that you do it, the easier it gets. Like today, it's really easy if somebody called me and said, "Hey, Laurie-Ann, we need a speaker for our meeting tomorrow night. Is it possible for you to come in?" If I'm free, my calendar is open, I'm able to say yes because of that. Next one is resilience. And you have to have resilience in this industry because there's a lot of requests. And when an organization has a call for speakers, they can't say yes to everybody. So you have to be willing to just take it as it's not right now. Let me wait until next year because your speaking topic may not be a high priority this year for this event. But the following year, or maybe the year after, it will be a high priority. Another thing about resilience is sometimes you flop. Things happen. It doesn't go as well as you expected, but to be able to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and let me try this again. That's what resilience will teach you. And that's certainly what the world of public speaking will also teach you. The next one is influence. And so number 7 is influence. And to be able to stand up there and share your thoughts, your solutions, your beliefs with an audience, and being able to put them together that actually will move the audience. One of the secret sauce of my in-demand signature speech program is that there are 2 goals that you have to determine, that you have to decide on before you give any speech, before you write any speech, as a matter of fact. And they are, number 1, what is it that you want the audience to do, think, or believe after you're done speaking? That's a goal. And the second goal is, what do you want to get out of this event, out of this speech? That's your second goal. And it is completely okay to have that second goal. All of my students and my private clients, there has to be a reason why you are giving this presentation, whether you are in corporate and this is information that I need to share with our shareholders, all the way down to you're a coach and you want to share with people about your perspective and why this particular methodology of yours for social media, for leadership, for losing weight is what's going to help the audience move from point A to point B. So being able to influence people by answering those 2 questions, because you never want to speak just for the sake of speaking. I always want you to get something out of it. There has to be an ROI for you. And I'm going to give you a bonus one, and that is storytelling. The art of storytelling. And I'm not even going to use the words I've mastered storytelling because I don't think that storytelling is a skill that you master. You just get better and better and better at it. And I would say I am light years from where I am today to where I was earlier when I first started speaking. Now, what I teach my clients and my students is not to start from the beginning of the story, but to plop people right in the middle of the story. I don't need to know that it was Thursday back in 2015 during the month of December and that it was snowing that day. No, take me to the day I got the phone call, and it was my dad's wife. He'd been med flighted to Mass General Hospital. Drop me right in the middle of the story. So storytelling is something that is a skill that we all love and enjoy. Just listen to any conversation and you will hear people telling story after story after story. But what makes one person so captivating with their stories versus somebody else that you're saying, just get to the point. I remember this physician that I used to work with and the way that he talked about the heart and how the right ventricle was such an odd ventricle and the way that it wrapped itself around the left ventricle. And even if you're not into cardiology, but just to listen to this man speak, I actually wanted him to adopt me as one of his daughters just so I could sit at the dinner table and listen to him every single night. He was a masterful storyteller, and I'm not sure that he realized how good he was at the art of storytelling. So constantly be looking at other people's stories or watching movies and reading books about how they are telling stories. So a lot of times people ask me, how do I become a better speaker? And the way that you become a better speaker is by writing. And you become a better writer when you read. So speakers read, leaders read, and speakers are leading with their voice. I hope that you've enjoyed this conversation on the 7 benefits of public speaking that I got because I said yes. I would consider public speaking to be a high performance training. And when I look back on the 25 years that I have been speaking, I learned a lot. So until next week, I hope that you will be in demand. Hey there. Are you ready to take the stage and your business to the next level? Because the doors to my in-demand signature speech program are officially open. Join now and you will get instant access to the program so you can start crafting your 3C's presentation, a talk that is captivating, compelling, and most importantly, converting. Imagine an audience that's raving about you, remembering you, and referring you long after you step off the stage. That is the power of a signature speech. And this program will help you create one that you are proud to deliver. If you want a sneak peek at what's inside the program, check out the show notes for a past episode where I pulled back the curtain and gave you a behind-the-scenes look. Your audience is waiting. Let's make your story the one that they will never forget. I'll see you inside.